Yo, what's going on? Why is this not capturing the window now? Man, I'm just failing everywhere, just everywhere. What is going on? Camera looks great. Let me look at this real quick, because I guess it's easier to adjust my camera from over here. It's slow, doesn't look slow. You can kind of see what every time I restart OBS, what I gotta do here real quick. Here we go. Good enough for me. No one cares that much what I look like. Welcome back in. Sorry, I had a feeling I remembered doing that. If OBS ever crashes and you restart it, your stream just instantly crashes when you restart OBS again. Did you get rolled back? No, my game never crashed at any time. No, I didn't lose any frames or nothing. OBS just crashed out of nowhere for no reason. Well, I mean, there must have been a reason, but real devastating, real devastating. So I guess we'll just rock this for now. We got like 1 more minute for the pits. We have Kalrash's Tombs coming up next, which I don't know this is the best build for it, but Crescent Moon, Griffins. Really, I should respec because I have too much strength, and you don't put any points in the dex, do you, for this build? Does have the lightning res and magic find I want too, though. So 80 FCR. Bit excessive, but what you gonna do? Just some generic beer, Jackie. Turns out I can't mention certain beer companies. Like if it's the wrong company for the wrong like group of people, they'll get all mad at me. So I don't pretty much ever say what kind of beer I'm drinking anymore. A whole like cult will start attacking me and stuff, and I can't really, you know. So we're just going with generic beer, just beer. Import and export configurations. I think so. Why do you ask that, Marty? You mean for like setting up scenes and stuff like that? So I don't have, so if I reinstalled OBS, I wouldn't have to redo everything. Is pretty much what you're asking, I'm guessing. Actually, let's go this. We can do players 3 at least with this, right? I'm trying to think, when was the last time I reinstalled OBS? If I had done that or not. The thing is too, is setting up these scenes in OBS really aren't that hard after you learn how to do it, that is. After years of doing everything wrong for so long. Let me go burst of speed here. Hits, you definitely want burst of speed. My energy, though, I'm wondering what I should do about energy. I don't remember ever having an issue with energy before. But now I don't have any mana at any time. Maybe just mana potions? Did I miss half of the map? Like, why did that go so quick? Sloth says probably not OBS. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, it's definitely has something to do with it, but is it really OBS's fault though, or is something else like? Because it only happens about once every other month or once every 3rd month. I'll get like a blue screen on my computer, but besides that, like, games never crash unless I'm streaming. Games and programs and stuff never crashes unless I'm streaming, unless I have OBS running. So Phoenix on swap question mark. I didn't think about that. I do have a Phoenix. That is one way I could get around it, huh? That's not a bad idea. I mean, at most, I don't remember. Does Phoenix have any skills on it? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I figured you got to have Canopy frozen so that you Unless you can get cannot be frozen somewhere else. Because you'll be throwing traps like this. You know, you don't want that. Saffron says no. So like don't have Phoenix on swap? Or like no, it doesn't have any skills. Congrats Marcus on the Shaco you found on single player. Congrats on that one. I think I'm gonna go grab it. It sounds like it should check out. No skills. Yeah, I guess it'll be all right. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate you, fellas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of didn't think so, but I obviously can't fully remember all that kind of malarkey. I think that's a good idea. Just swap over to Phoenix, kind of like you do with a Paladin. You know, swapping over to Redemption real quick. Spirit's kind of side-eyed. What do you mean by that? OP with the skills on it, you mean? For the price? No chance I'm swapping gear around, so we'll go with that. Maximum lightning res, maximum fire res. Yeah, we'll try that out. Actually, don't know what that means. That's like suspicious, like that's suspicious. Talrash's tombs. I don't know if how this would go in Talrash. I mean, it'll be okay, but I feel like lightning builds not the funnest in the Stony Tombs or in this place. So, oh, Eli, whoa, hold on, Eli, hold up. Coming in with a happy birthday. We'll get that one printed off for you in a short minute here. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. I can't see what's okay. Like I can't see what's here at all. Room is cleared out. No high runes hiding on me. Thank you so much. And maybe paint. Maybe OBS paint was the problem. We're gonna go text. Diablo. Boom. Perfect. Wait, why is it? There we go. Oop, that's not the right one.
Eli Penny donated $10 through super chat. Happy birthday, Phil.
Oh, you know what we can do now that OBS is running right, and I'm blind from this. I need to pay. Isn't there like a different version of paint that's not like blow your eyes out white? Now we can do. Why is that back up again? Apparently OBS didn't save. Yo! What's happening? Saffron said he demands proper font now. He demands it. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what, Saffron. Put type your message into chat again. Type the same message into chat. Yeah, dark mode paint. I don't know how to do it. View. It's not grid full. It should be right there. I don't know. Type your message into chat again so I can copy and paste it, and I'll do your message again in the proper font. If it matters. I don't know if you're joking or not. So let me hop back over here. Let me see. Null Metal from a minute ago said I should only drink Duff beer. There you go. True story. There you go. All caps too, huh? Throwing it in all caps. All right, as soon as this room clears out, all cleared, we'll throw some traps down for safety. Give you the zoomed in look. Perfect. That worked. That worked perfect so far. Rotate horizontally. Print. We'll even give you the angle. Look at it. Look, it's printing, guys. You just witnessed it. Still amazing. Amazes me more every day. Boom! There we go! Where's my mouse at? Oh my gosh. Like blind here. Alright. Wow. That paint, yeah, print fluencer. There you go. That MS Paint is like watching Mosaic Assassin all the time. What? Like 2 monsters down here? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Kind of like that Phoenix Redemption on swap. Very convenient. Bud the printer. Guess I don't get that. I replaced the wrong one. Oh no! Well, I guess that one could be replaced anyway. That's not the important one anyways. Redemption does not like corpse explosion though. Well, yeah, I pick it up laying down, but after they're all dead, you just swap over, and at that point, you know, it's not like I'm I don't have the redemption aura up while I have the traps going. You know what I mean? It's like afterwards. Like I'm right here, stuff gets chopped out. The one time I did it, you might have seen that the one time I did because I wasn't paying attention or whatever. But the idea is, yeah. Oops, what do I do? There we go. The Diggler. Yeah, it only sucks up the ones that you didn't use to melt their buddies. Brent says, Talrash's Tombs here is where he made, what, 7 burgers and a couple of jai, you say? Nice. Yeah, it's definitely a place that people like to farm. I mean, generally, the size and the density can get you there, for sure. Ooh, speaking of, can you teleport out, please? Thank you. Scissors Wahia. What are you looking like? Okay, all right. Can I pick you up, please? Thank you. Brad Combs, what is up? Welcome in. Ethereal Superior Sacred Armor, 13 ED. Nice. I got you that much, huh? Between those two? Holy smokes. Impressive. Yeah, the minus res. Ooh, speaking of Sacred Armor, Ethereal something? No. Yeah, nowadays it's fixed up so that the minus res does work with traps nowadays when you have it on your character. Biv says, not sure if they ever fixed it on Switch, though. Oh, boy. They just forgot about it. Confused with the D4 post. I don't know what. Wow, my mercenary died? What? That's wild. Did I not battle or? Oh yeah, he was. I don't know what. Not Mike. I don't know what D4 post you're talking about. Jackie says found an interesting helm the other day. What's our opinions? Let's hear it. I suppose. Saffron saying faceted monarch, best choice. Could be. Maybe. If you're maxed. Oh, that's a good mosaic base, huh, fellas? What should I do with it? Huh? Put in the chat if you want me to play Mosaic Assassin with this. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, well. I'm not gonna Larzik it. If I could E-bug it, that'd be cool. Yeah, whatever. LS Claw. I can't think of what LS stands for there. Smulps? Oh, wait, what? Little secret hiding spot. Don't worry about it. Oh, Lightning Sentry. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. You know, I'm looking for the, you know, couple, few Lightning Sentry things and stuff like that. So, dark mode, there you go. Oof. How long does this last for? 288 seconds? Gotcha. Oh, good call. What did, 2 barb, Grimward, bow, find item? Oh. See, I'm not gonna say it's like worth a ton. I don't know, but, that is a cool helm, kind of, you know, with the battle order find item. I have one incredibly similar that I used to use all the time, just partially just because of cool factor, you know. Partially just because of cool factor. I mean, you got 5 battle orders there too, and 4 to find item. Pretty cool. Let me clear the rest of this out, and we'll see what's. Oh, longbow. Crazy legendary. Yeah, it's all pretty low requirements. I know he was asking to see if it was like 30 or under, probably. It sounds like something that I would use, but it might not be like super valuable. Because I guess at 43, isn't there some dueling levels? Not a duel expert here, but oh boy, battlers ran out. Isn't there I guess mid levels? Is there a 45 and under level dueling? Solo self-bound, so you're offline. Yeah, that's something I would definitely use. That I used to use something like that all the time, like I mentioned. And one thing I did like about it too is that people used to ask me all the time about it. I just like showing it off and using it. So. I would definitely use something like that for like running Pindle or running, you know, one of the easy areas to get your find item higher. Oh, well, it's a good amount of mana and extra gold find for, well, you think it would help out on a gold find character, but not like a ton, but not, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of it? What do you guys think of this one? What do you guys think of this one? It's only 31. If I know it goes to 40. I'm trying to make things too good here. You're thinking of using it on a Horker? Yeah, I would definitely use something like that, yeah. Oh. Give me your life. I need your mana. Pass on the Grand Charm. No! Yeah, I realize I'm like trying to talk myself into it. I'm like, but the mana, oh no, yeah, okay, well. Seven MF, 8 cold res. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Yeah, Aether Hacker, yeah, typically barbs use gold find, and mana's not generally an issue there. You know. Maybe if I keep talking myself into it, it'll just magically be better. Boy, the actual, like, Duriel tomb is insanely huge. Kind of forget how big this particular one is. Also, how often Battle Orders runs out. The 5/5, it's not too shabby. All right, Duriel. Darn. I was hoping that was the one. Terrorize Duriel. Tyrael's might. Let's go. Yeah, we should just pass on that. I don't need that. Just kidding. I'll hang on to it. Just in case one day you guys talked me into playing Mosaic Assassin. You thought I was going to leave it, didn't you? Up, Don. Welcome in, yo-yo. Which one was I at? Did this one? We'll find out. Oh, it was this one, wasn't I? Yeah. Mosaic's getting nerfed on the 23rd? Where'd you hear that from? Boy, that'd be quite the dream, huh? It's they already dropped the patch notes for this ladder. There's no rebalance or anything, Aether. So I know that there's one particular video that everybody's referencing, but I'm no comment on that video. But there's not any rebalances coming or anything. So patch notes for this season already came. It's on the 23rd. Crazy enough. This is crazy though. It's on a Friday. It's on a Friday night instead of a Thursday night. I mean, everyone's probably pretty happy about that, right? Nikolai coming in with a $2 super chat. Ooh, happy birthday, Phil. Appreciate you. Just I didn't shout it out this time because I forgot. Not really my birthday. Hopefully that's fine. I never want someone to super chat under false pretenses. But yeah, it's not really my birthday today. It's just a channel joke where everyone wishes me happy birthday every day. So, but hopefully you're in on the joke. But yeah, thank you so much. Mustang says, I am Thursdays are bowling nights. I am Thursdays are bowling nights.
I donated $2 through super chat. Happy B-Day, Phil Nikolai.
Appreciate you once again. Yeah, so this ladder on a Friday this season, pretty crazy. Oh, your Thursday bowling, yeah, so it works out for your Friday, for the Friday reset. Yeah, totally. Yeah, with I understand why they do the Thursday like seasons and the Thursday game launches. Actually, they launch games on like Tuesday now because they just compile everything that happened before that weekend into the weekend numbers. So it looks better for the shareholders and stuff. I get it. Oh, look at our first season launch. It was this crazy. But at this point in D2R, it's like should probably just set it up, have it on Friday so it's better for all like the people, normal people. So the Neil, welcome in. So yeah, anybody who does want to see the patch notes, you can obviously Google them, or I did a community post with the link to the patch notes for the season that's upcoming here. There's just some bug fixes, by the way. So, oh, sorry, yeah, somebody asked that too a second ago. I got a little confused there. Goltor, what's going on? Instanil. So yeah, I'm rocking Crescent Moon here. Yeah, back in the day, I always used Heart of the Oak, and I will say, not an assassin expert per se. But between me, what I was thinking, and what chat said and stuff, pretty much that Crescent Moon or self-wielded Infinity, there's not going to be much of a difference, and this way you get all the benefits from a spirit too. So, like the res, and you get some skills and FCR for teleporting around and faster hit recovery, all that good stuff, right? Saffron says bug fixes. They fix Mosaic. No, I don't remember. Was there anything? I feel like there was one that was like that I felt like could have had some kind of consequence. You know what I mean? Like pretty much everything was like, oh, something displayed wrong in the character tooltips or something like that. That's what a lot of the stuff like that. But there was one thing that was like could have been something. That, from what I noticed anyway. So Zeely, I think is how that would be pronounced. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, appreciate you. Nothing I love more than when someone gives me Jeff Bezos' money. Yeah. Oh, we got a Primathon going on. Let's go. Thank you so much, John C, for the Twitch Prime sub. I'm not used to running in places that take so long here. Battle orders keep running out. Versus speed keeps running out. Oh, can't wait for me to play hardcore Pally at the start of a season. I doubt I would play hardcore at the start of a season. That just doesn't sound fun to me. But yeah, funny idea. Yeah, hardcore, just not my thing. It's not my thing. Every once in a while, but yeah. Sloth said classic Barb is what he's thinking. Nice. I don't know what I'm thinking. I didn't think about it at all yet. Maybe I'll do something like, oh, not crazy, but like, firewall sorceress for the ladder starter or something like that. Not that it's not crazy, but like, you know, you start off with the benefits of sorceress, all the teleport and malarkey and stuff, but it's different than what everybody uses, right? So John C says lost offline progress from an SSD dying. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Got a Gull Dagger from a normal casket from Andy. A lot of stuff back quick. Congrats on that, at least. At least you got some stuff back quick. Not some bad luck, unfortunately. Yeah, make sure from now on, I don't do it as often as I should, but always copy and paste your save files onto like a USB. That's what I always do. I have a USB that I copy and paste my files onto. Been a minute though. And you kind of remind me I need to do that again here. It's probably been a few months, to be perfectly honest, so. Well, let's be honest here. I haven't really found anything in a couple months, so. Well, I found stuff, but I could remake my Doom. New ladder? It's the 23rd. They just announced it today. 23rd, so it's a Friday, actually. Crazy enough. Jackie said going faux smite. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see. Ravens no longer get enchanted by Firemark in update. Okay, I misread that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how consequential that would be. I didn't see a lot of people playing Ravens Druids the last season, but or ever, I guess. But there could be something there, you know. Zog said if somebody did a ladder start, Zog would be in on it. So if any of y'all out there are doing that, hardcore start to the ladder, yeah, feel free to organize one of that one up in the Discord. We got ladder start teams like channel, then there's a ladder teams like individual like voice chats that you can also text chat into. So yes, yeah, Saffron saying those Ravens Druid with Act 3 Firemark secret meta, right? (23rd of this month. Yes. So yeah, aka 14 days from now. Yep. Woo! Didn't expect that for some reason. Printer time, says Hero. Is it now? We gotta have something to print. Boy, it's poison. I need a cure. I gotta get a cure over there on that mercenary. Oh, thought I was gonna get 2 great mosaic. Boy, poison down here. I feel like the poison didn't hurt me at all on the last one. Maybe there's different monsters around, or I just played badly or something. Saffron saying it'd be funny if it was a crazy powerful build no one thought of. Right? No one even knew about it until just now. So just before they're like correcting it, everyone discovers it. I should try it right now. Max Ravens Act 3 Mercenary build. Let's go. Arctic Blast Druid, that one's coming up right after. Dude, that'd be so funny if it was like patch notes fixed an error where Arctic Blast was taking advantage of plus elemental skill damage no matter what the elemental skill was. And just nobody knew about it. So really you could just like, you'd just be like boom and just like one tap every month, like just nobody knew about it. It was getting boosted up from like plus fire damage, but for some reason there was a bug where it was helping Arctic Blast Druid. Plus lightning damage was boosting it up. All the minus enemy resistances was helping it for some reason. I can't explain how or why, but it was. Just nobody knew about it because nobody used it. We've all been missing out, fellas. Arctic Blast Druid, new meta. Patch of the Nothing Burger. Yeah, not much. It wasn't. There wasn't a bunch of like balancing changes and stuff. They're not gonna do that. Like, to say they had no motivation to do a bunch of balancing changes to D2R would be like an understatement. They literally have every incentive to not make Diablo 2 really like to do things to make it a lot better. Because if everybody like, oh man, D2R is like even crazy better than it was before now, let's not play Diablo 4 anymore, right? Like why would they do that, right? In my mind anyway. Not that this is what I want, I'm just saying that from a business perspective. Joseph, out of chat. No, I'm joking. Joseph says, doesn't want them to nerf Mosaic. Having a great time. Just one tapping everything on players 8 with just 2 claws and nothing else. Yeah, I mean, okay. I disagree with that. Some other people disagree with it. So, but there are a lot of people that like it. So, if they ever actually did nerf Mosaic, like I say it all the time, but if they ever did do it, so many people are gonna like lose their minds. Not saying you're gonna lose your mind, but there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna lose their minds because it's like their favorite build, you know. They love the fact that you just need a few mid runes and you can just like, you know, nuke the entire game. Like Mosaic pretty much makes D2R like turns it into like Diablo 4. How you can just do anything you want to and just instantly have gear to just like nuke the whole game. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Which, I don't think Diablo 4 is the worst game in the world. I had some fun playing Diablo 4. So. Ghost Glaive. Maybe we could roll perfect. No. They can play Diablo 4. Yeah, I mean, some people don't want to, you know? It just is what it is. Hero says D2R better than D4. I would agree with that. D2R expansion loot filter currency tab, $20. I mean, I would do it. I would do it. Beer fueled, what is up? Why is your name exactly what I am? That's crazy. That's crazy. Ask the D4 people how they turned yellows into gold. I don't necessarily know what you mean there, Biff. I don't know why that confuses me. I feel like it's a simple thing, but I don't understand it. what you're asking there. Nick says wants to play Mosaic for 15 minutes, then go rest his eyes for the rest of the day. Right? Yeah. It honestly, I would like to say I was joking, but literally, if I see people playing Mosaic, like I'll hop into people's streams once in a while, just lurk for a second, and someone's playing Mosaic, I'm literally like, oh, all right, and then I just like leave because I can't look at it. Like it's so the whole screen just is flashing white. I feel like if a whole screen is just all white, like I had with like when I open Paint or something, like it opens and I'm like, ugh, and then your eyes sort of adjust, but your eyes never get a chance to adjust because it's like strobe light. It's like flashing. Like I almost feel like they need to put a warning on it, like causing seizures or something. Liddy Kid saying he's slow at slow at typing, but I made his point that Mosaic just doesn't seem like Diablo 2. Kind of with my comment about how it's like kind of like D4, super easy to just blast everything. Yeah, that's kind of my take. I mean, I don't hate nobody that likes Mosaic and they just want to get super powerful gear super easy and just wreck the game super quick and super easy. I know people have varying amounts of time on their hands and this and that, and it's nothing that people need to be ostracized about their opinion for or anything like that. But, you know, just their opinions are wrong and mine is right, you know? So. That's a joke. It's a joke. I'm funny. Joseph says 5 characters decked out. I wouldn't be too sad, but still, Mosaic is nuts. All right. Mosaic slows down your console during Ubers, huh? Nice. What console do you have? Hopefully I can catch it. Getting a little behind on some of the comments, but it wouldn't happen to be a Switch, would it? Oh, Sunday, let's go. Oh, perfect lightning. And that's my preferred. I like this graphics too because it's so bright. It's the brightest colored ones. Brightest colored. Maybe hang on to it. I don't know how many. I just took it out of my cube, put it back in my cube. Good job, Phil. Yeah, you got Switch. Gotcha. Kind of figured, but Nintendo 64. Nice. Commodore. Oh shoot, what's the, I'm trying to think, what is it called? Invisicolor? Oh, what's that called? Technicolor? No. What's that console from like 1981 that was it called Invisicolor? I can't remember.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Catches me off guard every time. Wicked Plumber, my goodness. Thank you so much for the incredibly insane generosity. Thank you so much, Wicked Plumber. Just gifted 20 memberships on YouTube, like an absolute giga chat. Thank you so much, you absolute legend. Absolute legend for sure, for sure. Make sure you thank Wicked Plumber if you got gifted a membership. And also, by the way, because the membership's pushed down so far, if you put a comment in that you wanted me to read, feel free to put it in again. I won't get mad about spam or nothing like that, because I'm gonna miss it or whatever. So I don't want to have to scroll up to find it. So what it do, Kermit? What's going on? Welcome in. It do things. Atari? Yeah, it wasn't Atari. I feel like there was another console that was like, oh. Kermit, thank you so much for 5 gifted Salayorships. Appreciate you, my man. Now everybody's got memberships. I don't know if you knew this, Kermit, but between you and Wicked Plumber, right? That was like everybody in all of chat just got memberships. Yeah, Wicked Plumber is a very generous beast dog, for sure, for sure. Sega CD. Boy, okay, let's name off every video game console of all time, starting now. There was I think back in the day we had see, because there was N64, but wasn't it Commodore 64? Wasn't that one back in the day? ColecoVision. Oh, that's what it is. That's ColecoVision. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a Commodore 64 back in the day, because I had I don't know, I think it was a video game console, but I had a video game console, I'm pretty sure, but it was on 5.5 floppies. Almost positive. And it had a game like Mission Impossible. It had a Ghostbusters game. It had. This ring a bell to anybody? It's wild floppy disks were a thing. Oh man, those are all the best games. Oh, it makes me want to pull up a picture of Marath's World. Wasn't Commodore like a little computer deal? Yeah, that's probably what we had, because like I was saying, the games were but it was just like it almost looked like just like a drive, like a floppy disk drive, but then you hooked it up to your television. So, oh, Jackie coming in with a $10 super chat. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Nice. Din time, Kermit. Hopping in just to gift 5 Slayerships and hop out for dinner. Thank you so much, sir. You legend. So yeah, Derek Green, you're probably right. That's probably what I have. So is all your gear solo self-found, or you bought it? This is offline single player, but it is also all solo self-found. But it's over a kind of a long amount of time there, Nanny. I'm not reading your full name because my daughter's sitting right there on the other side of my monitor, so. Yeah, he just didn't know I was on single player, so. I assume. What is pick up there real quick? Phil, keep me company while I'm driving to South Carolina from Central Arizona. Appreciate you, Brandon.
Jackie Anderson donated donated $10 through Super Chat. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Let me get that up on the screen for you. Copy paste that. File new. Oh, don't save that. At least paint it like slowly. It slowly brightens up too. I hate when it. Why would it wrap the words around like that? There it is. There it is. Stop playing around. Now here's something you can't get everywhere. What other streamers let you watch stuff printing? I mean, come on. The type of entertainment we have here, second to none. Ooh. I don't need this. Well, we'll leave it up there. When we get another one, we'll actually, did I start doing 6, right? Oh yeah, I could put 6 up here. For sure, for sure. All right, where were we here? Where were we? About right here, huh? Oops, chat's all messed up. Fresh ink. Oh, we golden on ink. I got so much ink, it'd make your head spin. Joe said he had an Atari back in the day. That's pretty legendary. I still have my NES, but the Commodore 64, I don't know whatever happened to it. It like wasn't. I mean, mine. I don't know if you want to say mine. It was like my dad's. My dad was what got me into computers and stuff like that. But I kind of wish I was more into computers and stuff when I was younger. To be honest, I was into computers just enough to like get my games to work and stuff. Like, I knew how to like get into MS DOS and get the games to work and stuff like that. But that's about it. Jangalang, yo, man, look at all these memberships coming in today. My goodness. See, if you guys stick around for like 2 seconds, everyone gets gifted a membership because of you incredibly generous, legendary slayers. So thank you so much. There was Wicked Plumber with a fat 20, Kermit, and now Jangalanga with a bunch of YouTube memberships. Thank you so much, all y'all. But the most recently, Jenga, you slayer. Just got gifted one, so you figured you'd pay it forward. Nice, nice. What a legend. Appreciate you. Either way, super very kind of you. Hey, DOS, we used to use it into the 2000s. What? It's real life? That's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, I knew it just enough to be able to get my games to work. And then, like, after stuff started advancing, there was, like, the first Windows, like Windows 95 and stuff, and you'd have to go into the... get my old games to work, you'd have to go into the DOS emulators and stuff, and get them to work, and, yeah. Eli says, new members! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Giant sword. Rough. Rough. That is what it is, Jenga. I usually just don't talk about what brand, because if I drink the wrong brand, like a bunch of people get mad at me and like leave chat and stuff, and so I usually just don't talk about it because some people are weird about that stuff. Very weird about if you associate with the wrong brand and stuff, they just lose their minds. Like try to cancel you because you drink the wrong beer or something. Yeah, literally one time I was streaming. I had like 250 people in chat because it was like right after ladder reset when things were a little busier, and like literally half the chat left when I opened a Budweiser and took a drink. They're like, "What are you drinking? That's not Budweiser, is it?" And then literally 130 people left all at the same second. It was real crazy. Bud Ice on tap. Bud Ice. I haven't had that for a minute. Now, maybe this is just nostalgia. But do you remember when Bud Ice had the bottles that were like fractal a little bit around the bottle? Honestly, it was back before Budweiser sold to that Belgian company. I think Bud Ice was better back then, and also the bottle was so sick. Only one wrong beer, a warm one. Isn't that a thing in Germany? Don't they hasn't over in Europe in certain places they've been drinking beer so long since before refrigeration was invented that they oh my gosh, that they just drink all their beer at like room temperature? Or is that just like total fake news that I implanted into my own head? UK as well. Okay, so maybe that is true. Bias Look said the one time he was in the US he liked Budweiser, but that was in the 80s. Yeah. And see, this is the thing too. It's hard to say if you're like, I don't know what the right word is, gaslighting yourself or something, just lying to yourself. I honestly, when Budweiser sold to that whatever Belgian company that Budweiser sold to back in the early 2000s, whatever it was, I swear everything like started tasting a little bit differently. Not terrible, I still drink it, but I feel like it tasted better before that. But I could just be lying to myself. Very possible. Saffron says you can get arrested for serving warm beer. Come on, that can't be true, right? That can't be true. Modella greater than all? I've had Modella, but I don't know that it's that good. I just don't remember really. It's not something I drink regularly. I don't remember the last time I had Modella, to be honest, so. Coors Banquet. Coors Heavy. I don't know. Maybe this is a college thing. Maybe it's a thing around here. I'm not really sure, but is it normal everywhere for people to call the normal beer, call it heavy, and call the regular one light? Or not the regular one, but the light one light. Like let's say it's Bud Light, they'll call it Bud Heavy. Or it's Bush Light and Bush Heavy. Is that a thing that's just around here, or is that like a college kids thing, or is that like is that normal? Asking for a friend. I'm not an old man that's like, what are these kids talking about? Where's here? I live in Michigan. Gelback, yo! What's going on? The legend of Gelback has entered. No one in Florida. We don't drink light water around here. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't really drink light stuff either, but I mean, people still talk about it. I call it Bud Heavy from Boston. Mops from Boston. All right, so there you go. Maybe it's like a Northeast thing, and I'm just like on the edge of Northeast. I'm technically Midwest, but really Michigan isn't in the mid or the West. But technically, Michigan and like Ohio are considered Midwest, which is I find strange. But yeah. Thad said it's completely normal to call like Bush Light and Bush Heavy. Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. Guilty Nick, what's going on, fella? Jackie says it's just all beer and we drink it all the same. That's a good outlook on life, I'll tell you what. Good outlook. Preferred beer, Joseph says Heffenweizens and Box and Pilsners, huh? Oh. You got a huff from Galback on that one. Not a Heffenweizen fan, huh? Yeah, no, I'm not a big Heffenweizen fan either. But to each their own. Box are okay, I think. If I remember correctly. So pretty mixed bag on if people, the whole light beer is light and then the regular kind is called heavy. Just the whole fact that they refer to the normal one as like heavy is kind of like, I don't want to say offensive to me, but like it's not heavy, it's just what normal beer is, right? That's the kind of way I view it. It's not heavy, it's just normal. Jackie's more of a malt liquor. If malt liquor kind of person, I can't tell. Jackie could go either way now that I think about it. Oopsie. Brother went to the Coors factory. He asked for a Budweiser and they kicked him out. I mean, they kicked them out. Wouldn't they just be like, listen here, jokester, we don't have that. I feel like the conversation would go more like that, but think you're funny, don't you? Seems silly considering heavy should be like the dark beers. Yeah, that's why I thought it was like a college kids thing, because yeah, like a like wintertime stout or porter is definitely heavier than like Budweiser or Busch, right? Well, yeah. It seems like a college kid thing to say too, like, you know, because obviously they have nothing, or they don't know at all what they're talking about, you know, like, oh yeah, Bud heavy. It's like, that's not heavy, bro. That's just standard. That's like, it's like pretty much regular beer is like light plus, right? Sam Adams Winter Lager, pretty solid. I'm a big stouts and porters kind of guy personally, but those aren't like, hey, I'm gonna have 7 of the, or I'm gonna, you know, buy a 6-pack and drink the whole thing, you know. Stouts and porters are like going out to dinner and just ordering a beer with it, you know. type of situation. Man. Zog. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. Nothing wrong with that. That can be in your opinion. It go, what? Oh, they just mana burned me twice. I just used a whole potion. Get out of here. Oh, where'd my mercenary go? I didn't notice he got ripped on me. Unreal. Porter with a steak. Ooh, there you go. I'm too poor for steaks, though. Porter with a burger and fries. Yeah. One Bud Standard. There you go, Jerry. Bud Standard. It is. Oh, I have a real Emilio this time. That's uncommon. That's not very common. Bud Standard. Well, you just say Budweiser. Budweiser. That's what, anytime I say it to the bartenders too, I always say like that too. Budweiser. I don't do the hand thing. That's a little condescending. But I'm always like, can I get a Budweiser, please? Because if I say something, I'm like, can I get a Bud? They're always like, Budweiser or Bud Light? I'm like, Bud. Brad, yo, thank you for $5 super chat. You legend. Appreciate ya. Jangle says Miss no, I think she's talking about your brother. $4 pitchers? Nice. Yeah, that would be that'd be nice. I think they're like 10 now. So
Brad Kittle donated $5 through super chat. Happy Friday. Beer 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 beer.
True story. I agree, Brad. I agree. What do we got? Burial ground, crypt, mausoleum. Don't really want to do that. Let's just hop out of the pits. Pits can be good area to farm. Easy peasy. Don't need to worry about resistances really at all. Much. Yeah, but Bud Light is 4.2, yeah. Which is not that low. I mean, Budweiser's 5, so. And then, well, really, actually, Bud Light is 4.5. And then Budweiser's 5. And then Bud Ice is 5.5. Oh, rare item, unfortunate. Unfortunate. So, yeah, I don't know where you read that. 4.2 is Coors Light. Coors Light. I think. Oh no, Coors Light's 3.8, isn't it? Getting my percentages mixed up. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Malt liquor's 8%. Yeah, that's getting the job done, right? That's when you have a job to do. Yeah, okay. I think I got them mixed up. I haven't looked them up in a while. I shouldn't speak so confidently when it's been a while since I looked them up. So yeah. Must be, I know Budweiser's 5, so that one I do know. Jenga saying Coors Light 4.2. What his can says right now. So there you go. So yeah, it must be Coors 4.2. I thought it was 3.8. Okay, well, I'll take your word on it. Like I said, I haven't looked that up in a long time. Okay. Dang, I wish stuff would be a little bit better. But a good, if you need FCR on a Energy Shield Nova Sorceress, 10 FCR, Energy, Mana, and Poison Res. It's not a bad one to use on Energy Shield Sorceresses, specifically. Specifically. I think I'm going to hang on to that. Just, I'll toss it over to see what's up. Energy Shield Sorceress, see if that's a better one than I got or whatever, so. Throw Barb lost? Yeah, Throw Barb lost. Boy, this is a good pit map. Nick asks if there's a like button on Twitch. Unfortunately not. Or fortunately, as the case may be, so. Jaded Gray said he used to always get Coors. The beer was rare for him. Oh, unless you can consider Four Locos as beer. Oh, I see. You didn't drink beer very often. I'm picking up Chilean Down. I'm picking up Chilean Down. Yeah, but it's going good, man. Or it's going good. Welcome in, Gray. 40-ounce King Cobras for 99 cents. I'm not that old. I don't remember that. The best deal was I used to do two 40s of Milwaukee's Best Ice for $3, $3.19 or something like that when I was younger. But I don't do none of that malarkey anymore. My goodness. The beast, yeah. What CPU, GPU do I have? Now, I have a good GPU and not a great CPU. I need to upgrade, but I haven't got around to it. So, I actually have a 4070 Ti, but I only have a Ryzen 3700X. So, whenever I feel angry enough, I'm gonna go buy a new CPU, I guess. Or if I win a DraftKings lineup or something here in the near future. Yeah, 5800X is probably like twice as powerful as my CPU that I got. But the thing is, it's never, my CPU is never like a bottleneck unless something about the older set, there's something wrong with it or whatever. It's always like when I'm running D2R, it's always at like 30-40% like utilization. So, and it does spike up occasionally, but Four Locos would wreck you. Yeah, back in the day when you'd, jeez. Good old Four Locos. I don't know that I ever drank an entire Four Loko myself, though. Dude, my buddy Carl. So some of you guys know my friend Carl. He does these, how many of this drink to 0.08 type of videos. He literally found like 4 unopened Four Locos from like the early 2000s. Maybe it wasn't 4. Maybe he only had a couple of them. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, and he drank those in a video. And I think as like a full-grown, like, I don't know how much he weighs, but I'm guessing 200 to somewhere between 200 and 240. It's hard to tell what, you know, what a guy would weigh, I guess, but if you don't ask. But he drank 2 of them and it was like 0.1 something, you know, like something crazy like that. And imagine it back in the day, there's like college kids like slamming them. So any luck on DraftKings Golf? Nah, not really. I played a couple and I just like cashed on a couple, didn't cash on a couple, like just barely cashed, so I broke even. I haven't played it in a while, so. Brad says, how'd the D4 streams go? It went fine. I want to play D4 a little bit more. I'm probably not going to stream it though. It's probably not the best reason or whatever, but I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Like, I get just like people trolling and then like half the viewership, you know, between those two, it's like, you know, I'll probably just, any more that I play D4, it'll just be off stream. Django's running his 5800X with a 1080 Ti. Can't justify upgrading GPU. Yeah, I kind of needed to, sort of. Not that I needed to, but boy, AMD GPUs for streaming are just like, and I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I had a 1650 Super when D2R launched, and I couldn't imagine if a Mosaic Assassin came by because it didn't exist at the time. But Lightning Fury Javazons and anything like that, it would just like bogged down my computer so bad, my GPU. I had to upgrade, so I bought a RX 6600 Hellhound. Like, and it was during like the crypto boom at the time, but I like had to get something. And they would sell out like this. I was literally on stream and I checked Micro Center by my house and I was like, oh my gosh, they have GPUs. They have GPUs at Micro Center. They never have any GPUs. And I'm like, bye guys. And I like signed off and like got in my car and drove to Micro Center real quick and got one. And it worked, but the stream looked just like garbage. Just garbage. I literally had to like CPU encode with my 3700X. Like, it was not great. So I used that for like 2 years probably until I got this 4070 Ti. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna spend this money. Pretty much like I said, it's like I'll upgrade my CPU when I get real mad, and that's what happened. I was like, all right, they got these new 40 series, and I'm like I'm just doing this. Like, the stream looks terrible. It's looked terrible forever. Like, is this real life? Like, I do this like for a living, so I should probably get a real GPU here. But should last you a while. I would have to imagine the 4070 would last me like forever, pretty much. So I don't really play hardly any games, so yeah. What do the numbers stand for? Ask Zog. They confuse you. It's just like the series. Like, there's a 1080, like the 10, the one at the start is like that series, and then there'll be like 2060, 2070, 2080, like that. So obviously the 20 is like the 20 series, and then it's 60, 70, you know. They skip. Oh no, there's 60, 70, 80, 90, I think is how it usually goes. So yeah. But so it's just like every few years they come out with a new series, essentially. Okay. But that's if you're talking NVIDIA. Then if you're talking about AMD, they do it differently. So I don't know how AMD does their graphics cards, because I have an AMD like Ryzen CPU and a NVIDIA graphics card. So I know how NVIDIA graphics cards work and NVIDIA CPUs, but I don't know how the other ones do, because I didn't bother familiarizing myself with it. So should be NVIDIA 1, NVIDIA 2. Yeah, that'd be the easy way, right? Jenga said he used to go to Micro Center by where they lived, I'm assuming. So yeah, that place is it closed. No, crazy. Not ours, babe. Chill. Bought a 1650 thinking it was better than the 1060 because number higher. Purposely confusing. Yeah, I don't really know about the lower level one, the older ones like that, I guess. So you're saying that a regular 1650 isn't better than a 1060, huh? That's unfortunate. They kind of got, like, I wouldn't say in trouble, but they tried to do that with some of the newer stuff, right? And then they had to they launched them and then nobody bought any of them. So then they recalled them all and then relaunched them under a different name. What they really should have been. I forget what it was though. Someone else would have to say or whatever, but yeah, Brad up here a minute ago saying wish the community is more like me who like both games. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you, Brad. And yeah, I see Saffron saying can't force people to like mediocrity. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't want, if people just don't like it, if people just don't watch when I play D4, I understand, I guess, you know, like I'm you know, you gotta stream what people want to watch, right? Supply a product that people want, right? Exactly. Is what it is. AMD's good for one big process at a time until they catch up on drivers. Yeah, I don't know. The main thing with AMD is for me personally for streaming, the encoders were so bad. At least on the 6600 I had, it was so bad. Nothing you could do could make it look any good. It was crazy, just crazy. Ryan up here a minute ago saying 980 Ti is better than a 1060. Well, that's like it's like a higher, so a higher end but older, slightly higher end but older. I guess it kind of makes sense how that could happen, but I definitely always, and who knows when you necessarily did this, but I always just look at the benchmark in YouTube videos and see what they say. That's how I got the 4070 Ti, because I watched some like benchmark stuff and they talked about all of the different 40 series graphics cards, and they were like, yeah, for bang for your buck, 4070 Ti right now is like the best one you can get, really. It probably isn't anymore. It's probably like the 4060 or something, but at the time there was 4070 and 4070 Ti, so and then like 4090 and 4080 maybe, I think. So I almost bought a 4080 if I'm not mistaken, but then I decided against that and saved some money. Sloth saying 1080 is still a great card today. I've heard that, so. Did I watch Gamer Nexus? I've seen some videos by Gamer Nexus, I guess. I'm not a regular watcher, but yeah, I've seen some videos about a thing or two here or there. Zara saying season 8 notes have nothing. Yeah, no, there's nothing really. I mean, I would really recommend everybody from here on out, don't expect any big changes to D2R. Because if you do, you're just gonna like set yourself up for disappointment. Like if you like D2 and you want to play it, play D2R, and if you don't like D2 that much and you only care if there's like big changes and the game's different or something, then don't really look at the patch notes looking for some big change that like all the uniques getting balanced or something like that's not gonna happen. So they're not turning D2R into one of the Diablo 2 mods. So. Never say never, I guess, but that's what I think.
I can't carry anymore.
As Skulders today, says Graph. Nice. Nice. I don't think I've ever found ethereal Skulders before, to be perfectly honest. Considering how like quote unquote common it is. Pretty crazy. The Jenga upgraded 3600 to a 58X, unlocked a ton of potential. Yeah. I was thinking about getting something similar. Is it a 5850X or a 5650X or something like that? That everyone is recommending to me. It's like 200 or 250 bucks, but it's like one of the most solid like price to performance Ryzen's like AM4 CPUs that there are. So what do you mean nothing? Raven's Druid got nerfed. Good call on that one. Yeah. Raven's Druid. Graph saying not turning D2R into one of these D2R mods. Proceeds to add a mosaic. Yeah, well, one time. One time. Yeah, and that is one thing too. Is that I do like to mention any chance that I get, really. Even though I don't like Mosaic, and I really wish that wasn't in the game, and this and that. There's not many changes that I like really dislike about D2R. There's like Mosaic, and then some other smaller stuff that's kind of inconsequential, to be honest. Like, I wish e-bugging was still in the game, but it's not like a deal breaker that it's not, obviously. But yeah, stuff like that.
I can't carry anymore.
Jackie says like Mosaic. Yeah, there's definitely some people that do. Definitely a few people.
I am overburdened.
There's one guy in Blizzard working on D2R. I mean, there's more than one, but there's at least a couple of them. C4 on. Yeah, I pretty much agree with you there, but yeah, it's obviously people have differing opinions, so need a new difficulty. Ooh. That's pretty bold. I would bet money that's not gonna happen, but Hell plus difficulty. Good old Hell plus. What are they doing the whole day? They're trying to keep the European servers running. I don't know what you're doing over there, Saffron, but for some reason the European servers had struggle. Hell Plus would turn into Diablo 3? Yeah, I mean, for sure. For sure. Or MF. They should add in like something like you come down in the dungeon and then it's like a level 1 dungeon, and after you clear it you come back and run that dungeon again and it's like level 2 and everything's a little bit harder. Well, you could call it like the pit, because like it would be the pit, so it'd just be the pit, and and then every level it'd be one level higher, right? That could be like a good challenge for the end game, right? Maybe they could add something like that. I tried keeping a straight face, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Super Ubers. Right. There you go. Don't give them any ideas, guys. They need pets and wings. They need pets and wings. Now the thing is with pets in D4, I would be less, I'm not against it, but the pets need to be Diablo themed. They can't just be like, oh, here's a cute little kitten. Like here's dark and dreadful Diablo. You're like, it's such a dark and dreary scene. Oh, here's a kitten. That is one thing that I'm like, oh god. It should be like a two-headed like dog that's like bleeding out of like it has no skin, you know, like a demon dog, or like, you know, something like that. That's what I feel anyways. Hoopenstein, yo, coming to the rate of 11 people there over on Twitch. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. Saffron says, is there a store coming to D2R? Maybe. Skin shop for D2R? Could be. I cannot confirm nor deny. I mean, I could, but that's not as fun. Heyo, welcome in, Koopenstein. Pokemon and Diablo collab. There you go. There we go. Yak says, wish you could fight each other's pets. Like a pet PvP thing. There you go. That's something. There you go. Mini Diablo and Mini Tyrael as pets. Exactly. That's what I was getting at, Saffron. No, but like, have just dark and evil, like, you know, like a Cerberus type of like dog with 3 heads as like your pet, or like a little like evil goblin that's like, and I'm not talking like little loot goblin. I'm talking bloody fat dagger fingers and you know, like a chupacabra looking goblin type of thing. You know what I mean? Pet PvP, that was a WoW thing back in the day. All right, if it was, I never played WoW, so I don't know about that. Never did that one. Gremlins, there you go, Omega. Yeah, exactly, something like that. Jackie saying need more stash tabs for D2R. You say, huh? If we're talking about changes, like, I'm not saying what I think is going to happen, but if they added more stash tabs, I would be fine with that. I don't really see a downside as long as they did something to fix. There's some issue, and I don't know if it still is an issue, with if the game loads too many items all at once, it can't handle it, so some of them like poof, and we don't want items poofing in our stash, right? Like disappearing. And I think that's why there is the limit that there is. I feel like they should be able to easily correct that, but I'm not a game dev, so I don't really know what the issue is with it. So, yeah. No poof zone. Machine! Oh, don't tell me. Come on. You know, this is a strictly poof zone. This guy. What's going on, Machine? Welcome in. Ogriax, come on. Oh, minus requirements. God tier. Didn't wait, what? Infinite shared stash. Didn't the mod fix that? As far as I'm aware, I don't think for D2R there's like, actually just today I watched a video from some guy who created a mod or something, and he said you can, even in his video, he's like, if you change the code in here, like you can do it like this, but if you add more stash tabs, it'll, like, items will start disappearing, so be careful. I just watched a video today of a guy who made a D2R mod that said that, so. The game's core is very old, says Saffron, yeah. Marty say Llama's got pluggy stash. Yeah, I do know that he did something, but I don't really know exactly. So he's got a full pluggy shared stash tabs with no issue. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he did it then. Don't know. Maybe there's something with, so he pretty much took old Pluggy and just like put it in the game. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, because, like I said, I just was taken off of what I've seen other people do. And other people who've created mods, and they all said they like expanded the shared stashes, and it was like three pages. And that was just today. I was watching the guy, and he was saying you can do this and add more pages, but items start disappearing, so be careful. And I've obviously heard that before, so yeah, I don't know what with that other mod, the Pluggy that Llama has going on, what he did to get it to work right or whatever, but that would obviously be cool. I'm not against it. I just, you know, you're picking up on laying down. For what? No, I don't know. Got a joke? Yeah, I mean, I would like take a piece of paper. Yeah, see what side comes up. But anyway, sorry. Talking to Gal back real quick. I mean, pretty much, yeah.
I am overburdened.
Nikolai saying, what to do with my Chamroon besides make a Zod? Boy, got a couple options, I guess. You stick it in a Shaco or a Ariats or something, you know? That's about Plague, I guess. What's the I can't remember the Druid Helm now. Great. Metamorphosis? About the only options, I guess. One does not simply talk to the Gelback. I guess that makes sense, Machine. Maybe. Oh, Pride, says Viv. There you go. Good old Pride. I don't know if that's, I think that's Aussie. Saying D2R, way too modern for him. Going back to Diablo 1. See ya. Alright, peace out, I guess. Good talk. Yeah, Gray, I feel like that's probably something people have done before, huh? There had to have been people who had like pretty much perfect gear. But so you're saying like if they hero edited in any like perfectly rolled rare item that would be like so astronomically hard to find that no one actually ever found it type of thing? Yeah. I don't know about any time anymore, but someone probably did that back in the day with PCP IP or whatever, right? Rune recycling would be amazing. So like breaking down runes or whatever. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, because everyone would just break everything, every Zod and Cham down to Ja runes, and so you know. Cyberchild, welcome in. What happened to Schmuck? Yeah, I don't really know. I think he just decided to take a career path to where he couldn't stream and make videos anymore, probably. I didn't really know anything about him much, so. Is there available map pack for D2R? Probably. I don't really have any knowledge on that topic, so I'm pretty confident that there probably is one, but nothing I really ever look into. No real reason to. Used to use one back when I was like a kid, but nowadays it's kind of unnecessary, I guess. Very long vacation. How can he go on a 4-month vacation? That's impressive. Good for him, though. 98.6% jelly. FCR, how much FCR do you want on a Singer Barb amulet, huh? Really, as much as possible. 15 or higher, but really most of the time any caster amulet will be fine with. Because like if you go 2 suicide branches or whiz spikes, you have 100 FCR right there, and the breakpoint is 105 for a Singer Barb. So every single caster amulet gets 5 FCR or more. So as long as you get 2 to barb skills, you're ready to rock pretty much. But if you want to go 2 Heart of the Oaks, you could go 15 FCR or higher with 1 FCR ring, and that would get you to the 105. Or you can go 2 Heart of the Oaks with a Erectus Mesh, which has 20 FCR, and then any caster amulet will work. Spirit Crescent Moon better than 2 Trap Claws. Don't really have those around to test out. Because yeah, those rare or magic like 5 or 6 lighting century trap claws are like astronomically rare, right? So happy birthday. Oh yeah, so not really my birthday. Channel joke, by the way, everybody. But thank you very much either way. What do I have in here actually? So I have 40 increased attack speed with lightning sentry, 3 to lightning sentry, 2 sockets too. Man, if that just came with the 2 to assassin skills, that'd be so just god tier on like trillion level. Yeah, so that's like the only one that I've found any good on G2R really. So, and I even ID like a ton of blue claws too, so that's what's crazy. Channel joke is that I see what you did there. You asked if it was a channel joke by also saying a channel joke. This guy. Viv thinks he's funny. Isn't it lightning damage redundant? Meaning redundant in like that a lot of characters use lightning damage, you're saying? I think. I mean, maybe. I mean, I could rock something else, but oh, Brad, thank you for the $1.50 super sticker.
$1.49 through super chat.
Cheers to that one. Koa, what am I looking for on these magic ogre axes? Nice. The way you worded that, I'm assuming that's a joke. But just in case anybody else who sees me identify these ogre axes that are magic, you don't need to pick them up on IDM. That's also a channel joke. Viv saying Trapsing quite powerful makes you miss it. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't like the throw down and then wait for them to happen. I mean, I am also lazy too, so there is, I mean, it's kind of lazy. Just throw them down. Go stand in the corner, wait for everything to go away. But
I can't carry anymore.
nothing like well done channel jokes. Well played, Yak. Well played. Best hardcore characters. Yeah, I hear that. Not really my play style. It's using all those skills that I hate using is what makes it good at hardcore, right? The Cloak of Shadows, the Mind Blast, the Fade. All the stuff that I never use. So you knew there was something going on the channel, but how I always identify them had you thinking. Yeah, no, it was pretty much the reason I identify the ogre axes is because, like, back in the day, some of y'all might remember there was cruel colossus blades of quickness or of evisceration, one of the two, quickness or evisceration, which would be like almost 300% enhanced damage with 40% increased attack speed, or the evisceration is like, I don't know how high, but like 40-50 max damage. I'm looking for an ogre axe of that type. So yeah. But also I'm looking for cruel colossus blades of quickness because it'd be so cool. Do I like mosaic? No, I do not. Nope. Hurts my eyes. Not a big mosaic fan, but just my opinion.
I can't carry anymore.
Peace out, elf.
I can't carry anymore.
Have a good night. Precious, time for dinner. Well done steaks with tofu. Let's go. Tofu. Wait, well done tofu steaks. Oh my gosh, someone's eating great tonight. You guys ever think we have too many channel jokes to where it almost seems like we're speaking a different language? I don't know. Yeah, they're from like 2 years ago. I think I go bad. I was about to throw them away the other day. Just like, whatever, who cares about these? Am I doing a classic ladder start again? I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'll just figure out a team and then just kind of like see what everybody wants to do. I'm not usually too like picky about like, all right, guys, we're getting our perfect team together. You're being the bow bar with Leap. You're being, you know, I'm not like that. Just jump in and like, okay, so you want to do a Zealer? Sure. You want to do a Fury Druid? You're going to be a Transform Druid from day one, all melee, whatever, that's fine. Sure. I'm going to be whatever, like, yeah, you know, so. Was Classic easier or faster at all? It's supposed to be. I don't know that we actually did it any faster, to be honest, though. But it can be faster. So. I'm going to take a quick break real quick. So, I'll, BRB in just 2 minutes. I'm back. Oh, machine, while I was gone, coming in with 27 months of Slayership. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for sticking around. My apologies. Had to run off to the little boy's room. Oh boy. That is 4 16-ounces later. 4 16-ounces later. Ooh. Had to go. Saw a squirrel. Yeah, I got to take off. Machine. That's like 8 years. Nice. Favorite anime? Don't really watch anime. At all, really. So. Usually don't use this, but I haven't really. The stream kept crashing and stuff, so can't go back to what the build was. So gonna go over this so super quick. Not gonna talk about it a lot, but I'm just gonna go over the gear I'm using right now. So we got Crescent Moon, Griffin's Eye, Spirit, this Assassin, Dexterity, bunch of Strength, Lightning Res to make up for the Sunder Charm. Kind of neat, I suppose. Enigma. We got some rare boots with some Lightning Res to make up for the Sunder Charm once again, and some other stuff. We've got SOJ, Ravenfrost, Raki's Mesh, increase attack speed to throw traps faster, with more Lightning Res to make up for that again. Some Fire Res, of course. All trap skillers. Imagine if I went down here and they were all like not trap skillers. They were all martial arts or something, like I do all the time. Geeds, Torch Annie, Thunder Charm, MF there. We've got Call to Arms and actually a Phoenix Shield to get our mana and life back when we need it. Shockingly had some problems with that, so it actually worked out for us. Ooh, man. Ooh. Amelia is as impatient as we are. Well, appreciate you, John C, for sticking around. Oop, forgot to open my beer. BRB police were being called. Ooh, man. It was actually 3 minutes, huh? Okay. Bobby's. Oh, boy. Machine, you would. You would. The funny thing is you misspelled it on accident, and it has to be printed the way it's spelled. This frickin' guy. Yeah, let me take this one down. We don't need that one anymore. This guy. I spelled nothing. I misspelled nothing. All right, all right. I don't know how that's gonna come out though. I'm gonna be honest. We'll find out. It looks hilarious. It kind of looks hilarious. All right. What's happening? Oop, oop. All right. Put those up right here. Or put this up, I mean. Did I say those? I put this. I meant to say this. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't get me a cop or community guideline strike. All right.
Machine Company donated $10 through Super Chat. Opening parenthesis dot. Why, Bobby?
I was wondering how I was going to read it. Opening parentheses. Why, Bobby? Nice. It's perfect. The most perfect thing of all time. It's just Bobby's eyes. It's a good point. Oh, those are eyes. Yeah, no, I knew that was eyes. Yeah. I see it. That's what I thought it was. You people. That's borderline. 1 to 2 lightning damage. Grand charm. Croaky, I did. Yes, I did post that on my on the YouTube channel here. Yeah. Just basic, pretty much exactly what I thought the new season patch notes would be. So Metallica coming to Seattle at the end of the month, says Cyberchild. Nice, man. Good luck on that. I heard tickets are probably pretty cheap, huh? I know Metallica tickets are up there in price usually. Zog, get out of town. They're not my favorite bands. They're obviously the second and the third favorite, not the favorite. That's just ridiculous. To think they're like literally the favorite. Like ahead of Hanson? Get a clue, dog. Like, get a clue. Bop-a-dibba-dop-a-doo-wop. Joker, this is players 3, so not 1, it's 3. So yeah. Download their tickets for free? Oh yeah? You just download all Metallica tickets for free. I never knew that. Wham, let's go. There's some good stuff right there. Some heavy wake me up before you go. Zog says one of his guilty pleasures, Hanson. There you go. All right, well, yeah, those were the days. Hanson, that was probably I don't know, how old would I have been then? What year did Hanson come out with Bob? Someone look that up for me. This is crucial to my stream right now. Oop. Just crucial. 97, 98. Yeah, so I'd have been like 10, 11. Maybe 12 if it was really late, 98. Saw Kitty last week, says Patrick. Nice. Kitty, huh? Didn't know that they were still around. April 97, a few people shouted out. Nice, appreciate you. Yeah, so I would have been 10. Yeah, I feel like I wasn't listening to cool music yet. It was still whatever my parents played at the time. So it was like, went through the desert on a horse with no name.
What can I do for
Stuff like that. Best of America. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Stuff like that. Dad was a huge Moody Blues fan. Which, I mean, based upon the Diablo 2 demographic, a lot of you guys are probably right up there too. CCR, yeah, there you go. Stuff like that, for sure. Yeah, 1971 exactly. So yeah, you guys are probably like just getting out of college, probably at that age. Ryan says he was 20 in 71. That's impressive. KO, nice pair of Drax. Congrats on that. Congratulations. Brad said he was driving around to Nelly. Ooh, country grandma. Wait. You were driving around the Nelly. Was it like country grammar Nelly? Or like I Am Number One Nelly? Or like the Nelly song he did with Tim McGraw? Because that's really, real different, you know. Oh, Nelly Furtado. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit different. Get him, Jerry. Get him. Right. Why do we live this way? Hey, it must be the money. Yep, that was in my wheelhouse. Feel like I was like 13 to 15 around that time. No, I must have been a little older than that. It must have been like 15 to 18 for that one. Because I used to steer clear of that kind of stuff for a while, till I realized that everyone else listened to it except for me. For some reason, everyone listened to country and rap, which really tells you all you need to know. Most people just listen to whatever was supposed to be popular.
What you need?
Machine says the chicky nuggies in the oven gonna get wild. Yeah. Funny enough, I was cooking lunch for myself the other day. I thought of you guys. I thought of stream. So don't tell anybody in my family. This is a secret. I really didn't feel like actually cooking. I made myself chicky nuggies and tater tots for lunch one day. Don't tell anybody. They're gonna be like, where did all those tater tots go and all those nuggies? There was like 60 nuggies left, and I was like, I don't know. Someone else must have ate them. You people. Couldn't have been me. That's my life motto. Blame it on somebody else, right? John C. They actually were Dino Nuggies. They were. Legit. Uh-oh. I think Galback's listening. Oh no. I can hear my kid running through the house. Responsible grown-ups eat nuggies at least once a week, right? Tofu nuggies, right? Tofu nuggies once a week. Zog talking about up earlier, I mentioned about listening to quote-unquote popular music because we didn't have internet, so we couldn't find obscure gems. Oh yeah, we did. I used to find super obscure stuff downloaded on LimeWire. I would look up the Warped Tour artist list, and I would download songs from like I would download song until I found something that sounded cool, and I would like download entire albums from the people that were at Warped Tour that I'd never heard of before. I found so much music that way. Greeley Estate. I think hard here. Dry Kill Logic. Il Nino. Still thinking. Oh. There's a band called Korashi. They were like a Rage Against the Machine knockoff, kinda. So much good stuff. Amber Pacific, which is kind of a girly band, but I like him anyways. Deal with it. Deal with it. Casey says, Dino Nuggies with Kraft mac and cheese. Kind of a weird thing. Daughter doesn't really like Kraft mac and cheese. She doesn't like Blue Box mac and cheese. Very strange. She likes regular noodles, not mac and cheese. So, yeah. What do you really do with that, right? Oh man, B-Rage 2014. That's good. Hate Velveeta, shorty. What? That kind of mac and cheese is where it's at. Like the liquid pouch cheese. Eh. Kraft beats the powder cheese beats no. Oh, come on. Jeez. Next thing you guys are gonna tell me medium rare is the best way to cook steak or something. You people. I can barely tolerate you guys. Jeez. I'm just... Joseph says, I mean, she has good taste. Says she doesn't like the blue box. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but yeah, I'm not a big blue box fan personally. More of just like a tofu kind of guy. Medium rare for tofu steaks only there. Yeah, I guess if you say tofu steaks, that makes more sense. Regular steaks, well done or bust. I don't like my steaks so that well-trained what's an animal doctor called again? I forget now. Oh no. Dr. Doolittle is a veterinarian. Oh yeah. A well-trained veterinarian could bring it back to life. Yeah, there you go. Couldn't spit it out. Tofu steak is an oxymoron. Yeah, I only cook tofu one way, and I couldn't imagine cooking it any other way. Like, I've heard of tofu burgers and stuff, but I couldn't imagine how that could possibly work to be anything remotely edible. Couldn't imagine. Sorry. Heard some yelling upstairs. I was kind of confused what was going on. Happens from time to time. Please forgive me. You fine viewers. Tofu shakes? Oh my gosh. Like instead of use banana strawberry, your tofu strawberry shake? Hey. Don't knock it till you try it, right? Don't knock it till you try it. Jonathan says they're yelling about the missing Dino Nuggies and tater tots. Nice. Wicked says his son hates Cheerios since he was a baby, huh? Cheerios are pretty legit. I don't know. Different. Kid loves my kids like Cheerios, so. Mark, yo! Friday night salated. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, you know what I haven't shouted out in a minute? If y'all are thinking about ever picking up a pre-built PC, you see it over there, the sponsor of the stream, PC Bros. Go to the link in the description on YouTube or exclamation sponsor on Twitch or on YouTube. We'll bring up a link to it. Go through my link, use code SWEETPHIL to get a discount on a pre-built PC, or you can just go through the link, check out what they got, just see what's up. Maybe something will catch your eye, maybe it won't, you know, whatever, no big deal. But if you decide to get something, code SweetPhil will get you a discount, and there is no space in the middle. It's together. SweetPhil right there. Appreciate you, Biv. Yeah, a legend. Ooh. Machine. Giving the howdies to Mark. MMC. That's what I should call him from now on. There you go. I'm stealing that. MMC. Consider that stolen. Zog talking about, oh, another mythic. This is BK set. I am going to do a video about this. Promise you. Don't tell no one, though. Because I don't want someone to make a BK sword video like tomorrow before I get a chance to do it. It always seems to happen anytime on stream I say I'm going to do something. All of a sudden the video pops up. Someone just made it. Cyberchild said, doing his part, just slaying the like button. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. Why did I think I seen something? Full rejuve? I don't know. Now that's a name. Spooky Bubbles Machine. That is a pretty solid one. What'd you miss? Drops today have been like almost non-existent. To be perfectly honest. I feel like I found one or two things earlier, but nothing crazy, so. What's on farm today? Yeah, so we're just slapping the pits, and if there's a good terror zone, we're doing that. Whatnot, so. I've been hitting this pack on the way out just because there's a lot of really weak monsters you can kill real quick, so. But, you know, you never know if a high rune drop from them or something. You know, drops are bad when you don't get Templars on the regular. Yeah, I mean, I actually haven't found a Templars in like 6 months. Probably got like 5 Immortal King's armors, but... Well, we'll check the tier, I guess. Just so I can ID it and be something garbage. Per usual. Am I doing hardcore? Coke Fiend. So you like that soda? You like the soda that's Coke, huh? It's good stuff, I suppose. No, this is not hardcore. This is softcore. I generally don't play hardcore hardly ever. Very rare occasions, just for the jokes, essentially. Just for the lulls. Composite bow. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know what? I don't think I really looked that close. Where's my magic find at? 212? Not very high either. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Nothing really much on there. Sog. Yeah, no, I was yeah.
Good to see you.
Really the first one I was kind of fine, but then I just wasn't. I was just, oh, I don't know about even overconfident. I just wasn't paying attention. Just like, okay, here we go, down to Duriel, here we go, blah blah blah. And I wasn't remembering or thinking my hardcore pally stuff. Oh wait, Duriel's actually real annoying. You should probably make sure you actually have potions in your inventory. So yeah, that was just dumbness. And yeah. Then the second time I was a little bit lit up. I was lit up a little bit, yeah. Also, because actually Kano and Gymnasium, it's a couple speedrunners if you know them, I got one of them raided me, but the other one must have raided the other one just before that. So they were both in my chat, and yeah, and both of them were just like, yeah, usually don't really go with Zeal with the fire aura because you get locked in that animation. I really don't like it. And I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I know it does do a bunch of damage, you know, early on and stuff. So that's what I decided to go with it and just kind of casually play through. And then 20 minutes later after he said that, I got locked in an animation with some those Java cats around me, whatever they're called in Act 2. I didn't even make it very far into the game. I was swinging and then the javelins all just came in and just like dropped me instantly. So what you gonna do? Maybe I'll do it again soon. Redeem myself. Akaran Tarj, I mean, could be okay. 9 all res, cool. Homecoming, hopefully. Hopefully. Boots, Amy, rings I'm running. So rings, I have a Ravenfrost and an SOJ. I'll show you the boots. I'll show you the boots in the amulet real quick here in a second. I'm not claiming this to be the best possible trap sin of all time or anything like that, just FYI. Just throwing the best I had at the moment together. Chat told me to use all this stuff, so it's really their fault. Hopefully I get an ohm, hopefully. Yeah, spear cats, exactly, Mark. Exactly. Streamer, don't die. See what I can do. So I have, I don't know if you can, I have this rare amulet here. 29 strength, 11 dex, 2 to assassin, the lightning res to make up for the Sunday, which is 32 and 22 magic find. Boots are nothing great here. Lightning and fire magic find just to make up for some of the Thunder Charm and some stuff, which doesn't get my resistances very good, but it gets them fine for what I'm doing. Think that came off a little more mean than you intended? Maybe. Typical chat right there. I'm just messing around. Nice, Amy. Yeah, it's there. Since FCR not as important on a trap sin, it's only for teleporting, really, right? I mean, obviously mind blast speed, I suppose, but yeah, it's got the bunch of 2 to assassin, almost 30 strength, 29 with 32 lightning res and magic find, like the lightning res to make up for your lightning Sunday and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I gotta drop this gold off. Decided since I'm gonna forget it 700 times here in a row if I don't do it right now, might as well go do it. Oh, there was some preseason NFL games on tonight, wasn't there? I didn't look into none of that. None of it. And of course, I don't know anyone who was in the chat from the other days. Because I'm from around-ish Detroit, not that close, but you know, Michigan anyways. I'm curious about how Hendon Hooker's gonna do, right? Guy we drafted in, like, was it the end of the first round or the second? Hasn't played, took like a redshirt year in the NFL pretty much. Of course he gets like hurt or something. They take him to the locker room mid-game. I never heard what happened to him, but Preseason is more of a joke than ever. Elaborate, I guess. I guess I didn't watch all the games or anything like that, but teams don't play any starters. It's not incredibly uncommon for the first game. I mean, I guess this is kind of like when the new season of D2R launches. Your disappointment is based upon how much you expect, I guess, right? Because going into the games, I'm expecting the starters not to play, or I'm expecting them to play a little bit, or, you know, like last night I didn't do any tonight because I'm streaming. If I was watching football tonight, I would have done a couple of DraftKings lineups for the preseason games, because if you pay attention like 2%, you usually can do pretty good in preseason football on DraftKings. You just have to look up what teams are going to play their starters and which aren't, and then act accordingly. Unfortunately, I didn't cash last night, but that's because one dude, that something gray from the Giants, went ham bone. And I played another guy who I didn't realize they weren't going to play him a bunch because he's the backup, right? So, Squeaky, what's going on? Welcome in on the Friday night stream. Preseason great for the shiny new rookies. That's one way to get them some NFL action, you know, some big, strong dudes hitting each other. Boom. Zog talking about how I was playing hardcore a little bit ago, saying melee always risky for hardcore. Yeah. I thought about doing like what the speedrunners kind of do, but you know, because I'd seen some of like Kano do, where you go shoot, I always forget what it's called. No, Holy Bolt. I don't know why that always slips in my mind. Holy Bolt kind of early on, and then he just but that's like speedrunner strat, and I wasn't sure I wanted to go that way because I think I could be wrong. Because when you get into Act 2, there's not a lot of demons and undead. There's a lot of those spear cats are animals, and the beetles are animals. So I think you kind of got to get like speedrunner strat, get this jail set up, and then spam like some carver packs in the jail to level up till you get to high enough to get hammers, right? Isn't that kind of generally how it goes? I don't know for sure. Not a speedrun expert here once again. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. I'll just usually Holy Fire's super powerful early on, so I'll just go with it. But definitely going with Zeal, Holy Fire, not great for hardcore. Definitely would not do that again. You'll love Assassin when you get Enigma, says Thomas. Not sure what you mean there, Thomas. I already have Enigma. Maybe that was directed at somebody else. It's possible. Maybe I misunderstood there some. But Assassin's okay. Not really my favorite build, but it won the vote the other day, so I'm a man of the people, I suppose. Nearly perfect Cerberus bite. What was I doing the other day? Let's see. It's not like super sought after, not like super amazing. Some people, according to them, and each person can have their own opinion. Some people were saying that that's their go-to for Fury Druid. Just, but it's not like super valuable or anything. I'd say it's probably not the one that most people pick, but some people say that's their go-to for Fury Druid. Your Enigma game changer for Mosaic, says Joseph. Maybe. I don't know much about that though. So is that a Phoenix? It is actually, yeah. I was having mana problems and someone was like, use a Phoenix. And I was like, actually, crazy enough, I actually have one of those on single player. So I was like, yep, we'll toss that on. So I just swap over to that after everything, after everything's dead. If I have any mana issue, swap over. All good. So Biv here on YouTube says he traded a really, really good Cerberus on non-ladder for a burr rune. So are runes on ladder pretty not, what am I trying to say? A burr rune on ladder probably isn't a whole lot at this point, or on non-ladder I mean. So Zog saying metamorphosis greater than Cerberus bite. Yes, I have heard that as well, and I'm on your side of the camp. The only problem is cham runes hard to come by, especially offline single player. But I think from what I tested out and stuff, I did do a little hero editor testing, not my actual play where like drops count and stuff, but just to try it, and I think that is the case. Jarl saying anything goes on non-ladder. Sees games asking for free infinities regularly. Nice. Free infinities. So if people make games, hey, give me a free infinity, do people give them free infinities? Like, it must happen sometimes, right? Or else nobody would make the games, you'd think. It does happen. Yeah, I did one time. I think it was before I started streaming and making videos, probably. I hopped into a game. Some guy was asking for like 2 perfect sapphires or something, or 2 flawed rubies for something. I don't know, probably to cube up some rune. I mean, obviously that's probably what it was. And I was like, he was like, Istrune for 2 flawed rubies, and I was like, oh geez, okay, yeah, sure. I hopped in and he traded me or whatever, and I'm like, oh gee, thanks a lot, man. He's like, hey, are there any high runes you want or anything, or is there any items you want of any kind? And I'm like, I don't know, like a Shaco. And he's like, whoop. And he's like, anything else? I'm like, sure, Arachnus Mesh. Whoop. Anything else? And I was like, I could use a Zod rune, just like seeing what he would throw out. He's like, well, I don't have a Zod, but here's 2 chams. Whoop, whoop. And he threw out 2 chams runes. I'm like, wow. Anything else? I'm like, So obviously he had just like fired up his, he just ended his bot for the night, I'm sure is what was going on. And he was just like, here, I'm gonna, be a baller right now because it makes me feel good or whatever. Jerry say too many botted items on BNet. Yeah, I mean, if they could get rid of bots, it would be cooler, but I mean, I'm a realist, I guess. It's not gonna happen, so I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I don't know why it is like that. I don't know what, but accept the world for the way it is, right? Mr. Blizzard saying, if you're trading online, you make a game, how long should you wait? I would... Yeah, I don't know, that's a tough... Trading in-game is very, very hard. Pretty much what I do if I ever trade in-game, and it's been probably 6... It's been a couple of ladders since I've traded in-game, by the way. I'll throw that out there. I would make a game, and I would go run the pits usually what I do is I'd run, we'll say I'm a Nova Sorceress, right? I'll go run the Countess, I'll go run the Arcane Sanctuary, I'll go do Eldritch and Shank, and then I'll leave and make a new game. So that's like how long I'd wait. It strictly depends on, because I've had it where I was trying to trade and I made a game and within 20 seconds someone hopped in the trade. And I've also made games where I was running around for like 30 minutes and then someone came in and traded. So it's super random. It's just, yeah. So Templar's Coat, not ethereal. I can see it already, but ooh, okay. 187 is a roll that's up there. It's not the hugest matter of the defensive roll, but Guardian Angel, you need that on your mercenary for running Trav, right? So Guardian Angel is a cool one. It's a cool one. It's like the mid-level item, but it still has a use, you know. So not insane, but kind of cool. Jerry's saying that's why I play single player, because of like bots and stuff, I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, I'll play online, but I just the bots don't really affect me in any way, I guess. I don't pay attention to like the ladder race. I just use it as like a reset point that's fun to like build up to a certain point till when I get bored and then I stop playing again. But it's fun to like start over at nothing sometimes, you know, and then find stuff, because then it's actually exciting to find Mage Fists or Trance Gloves, right? It's actually exciting to find you know, String of Ears, a Shaco even, you know. It's kind of nice when things are actually exciting to find again. Not like now it's like, oh, here's another Griffins. Oh, here's another Shaco. Oh, another D-Web. So. Drog saying if you get rid of bots, people's experience online would change drastically. I don't know that it would really change that much, to be honest. Because everyone thinks of like, oh, the value, like everything's value drops so fast. But really, the value only drops is the value of the item relative to JSP gold. So really, in my view, and I don't ever see bots running public games anymore. Like back in the old D2 days, bots would be running the C-Bale games and stuff like that. I don't see that anymore. Maybe it's still happening and I miss it, but I don't see it, so. I definitely think the game would be better without the bots and stuff, but in my opinion. Good old bone knife, but yeah. Easier to get the 99 back in the day from bots. Well, even before there was bots, it was even easier. Which, I don't know, some of y'all probably remember, but back when you could hop into a cow game and you'd be like, you would get rushed all the way through and you'd be like level 1 in hell difficulty. You'd hop into a cow game, you'd be like level 85 in like a half hour. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. Why is this song so quiet? Okay, I'm gonna skip forward on this song. For some reason, once in a while, songs will be too quiet and stuff like that, so I'm skipping forward on this one. Should be more normal volume now. This one sounds real quiet too. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just turned the volume down. Maybe I'm just crazy. Nope, still sounds quiet. I'm gonna skip one more. Okay, this one's more like the right volume, I think. Play with the old graphics? No. No. Don't do that. If I flip over to the old graphics for like 10 minutes, half the stream leaves, so. Were you ever into Classic? I played a little bit in Classic, but I didn't really know. Like, I mean, when you played a long time ago, you weren't like, oh, I'm playing Classic, you know, it just was the game, you know? But I only played in Classic at a friend's house. I didn't have the game yet. And then I bought the game when the expansion came out, I think. Because I know when I bought the game, it was the battle chest with D1, D2, and the expansion. So that's when I like bought it for myself. But I do also remember playing at a friend's house, and you would run out of town and kill monsters. I'm like, I don't have any mana potions, and you couldn't buy any. So I do remember that.
What you need?
Rare items matter in Classic? Yeah, I mean, they matter early on in regular Diablo. Even in regular Diablo 2, they matter early on, but yeah, I know in Classic there's no rune words and stuff, so. And is there a lot less uniques, I believe, right? So, picking up what you're laying down. But I don't really worry about, like, if a unique is the item I'm using, or if it's rare, or if it's a rune word. Like, an item is just an item to me. People attach, like, some nostalgic preference to the color of the words that are on the item, which I don't. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. Like, if an item is rare or unique and it's good and you use it, I don't know what the difference is between them, you know what I mean? So like, if an item's yellow or if it's like gold and brown or whatever, I don't see one is better than the other just based on the color of the word. So Ryan said, didn't get a computer till you're 27. What? That's wild. Are you like 70 now? I think, Ryan, you did say you were a bit old, or not like 70. I was exaggerating there, so forgive me on that, but yeah. Huh. Old traps in 08 Valk. 2-3 claws with FCR. I'm guessing you mean faster attack speed there, I'm assuming. But yeah. Any way to get a Annie charm in non-ladder? I mean, I'm assuming in non-ladder you could probably trade for Annie's like super cheap, right? Cody, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm trying to think here. Doesn't Declone walk in non-ladder too? So it should be walking like all the time, right? Yeah, I feel like it would pretty much be free. Like, you'd ask someone to trade for an Annie and they'd be like, you're kidding, right? Like, give me one perfect ruby and you can have it, or something, you know, or just take it. Yeah, that is one thing that I wish they would have done differently, is Annie's. I think they should do it to where I think it would work out good, but I'm not sure. One SOJ, you sell it in the same way they do offline single player. You sell an SOJ in a game, and then Declone spawns in that game. So that every single Annie would have to be an SOJ sold. Then it would still be hard, but like, you could still do it. Maybe. Mr. Blizzard saying, are non-perfect items in ladder super cheap? I would guess so, but I don't play non-ladder like at all. Cheek saying, some uniques were used on Classic. Let's see, Twitch Throw and what, Spectral Shard, I think. I can see that, the 50 FCR on Spectral. Oh, Ryan said 47, class of 95. Class of 95, gotcha. 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 Irene, welcome in. Yeah, Cody, that oh wait, Myth. I mean, sorry, I was transposing a name over a comment there. But yeah, that claw you're talking about sound crazy, and then you mentioned it with an '08 Velk as well, which I assume is insane as well. Especially if you didn't find that during the '08 patch. Which I assume you didn't. Nate, welcome in. Yo. Cheers to everybody just hopping in here at 9:40 Eastern. Oh. Don't forget, fellas, slayers, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't shout it out a single time today, but we're going to do it for the first time right now. Don't forget that like button for me. YouTube only. Twitch, you don't have to... Actually, Twitch, jump over to YouTube, hit the like button, and then come back real quick. Or open another browser extension or something. Help a brother out. Zog being an OG. Helping someone out get an Annie. Nice. Zog being a legend. Whoops. Myth, is that a name that you put in there, or is that used to be Ipkian? I don't know what that means. Is that a word, or is that like your JSP name or something? Gotcha. All right. Picking up what you're laying down. How much MF am I running? It's a little over 200, so nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. 10,000 trap damage. It's fine. What's spam on pit? Oh boy, what's spam on pits? Not sure. Must have been autocorrect got you or something. What am I farming in the pits? I mean, I want to find Tyrell's Might eventually, so Tyrell's Might or anything super sick. But I'm in the pits here, and then if there's any terror zones that are any good, but I feel like tonight there wasn't any good terror zones, right? Well, I had the pits earlier at Tarash's Tombs. I mean, Tristram's up next. I could run Trist. Ooh, in Cold Plains. Ooh, yeah. I wonder if Bishibosh is right there. Wonder if I got a good Bish. Yeah, Mr. Blizzard, yeah. 200 Magic Find generally is fine. I'm specifically like someone who really wants to find uniques, so more Magic Find better, but to a point. 200 is perfectly acceptable. like getting up to 200 with everything else prioritizing like kill speed and like movement speed and whatnot is probably good. Some people will say they prefer 250, some people will say 300 or 350, but depending on your build, some builds just don't get as much magic find as others. I'm not really an avid assassin user because it's not really one of my favorite characters, but it's like fine, you know. Like Nova Sorceress is another one that usually doesn't get a lot of magic find. It's usually around 200 as well. So Zog says Tyrael's only item left on your grail too. Yeah, I feel like it happens to quite a few people. Hopefully we get lucky though. Hopefully. Christian saying, is it worth farming the terror zones or just the popular spots? The old classic popular spots. You probably want to do terror zones depending on the zone. Like right now, Outer Step Plains of Despair, hard pass. If it popped up with Terrorize Andy, you could not keep me from that. If it was like Terrorize Pits, I'd take it. Pretty much all the spots that are usually good, you want to run when they're terrorized. And then there's a few other ones you throw in. Terrorize Talrash's Tombs. I'll probably... What time is it? Maybe I'll stay up a little later tonight. Why not? Hang out with everybody. But I'll probably run Terrorize Tristram just because it's like easy. So I like running easy areas. There's some other ones that I like to run too, so... Ooh, George says his parlay's about to hit. About to win a hundo. Congratulations. Parlays. Are you running bets on preseason NFL football? Let's go. That's my kind of DGen right there. Jacob Shepard, welcome in. Best rare item I've ever found? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Hard to think of right now. Rollins, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Oh, what a legend. Rollin Hammer. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Absolute beast. Best rare item I've ever found. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like, I mean, it's probably not even that good. It's so hard to say. So hard to say. All of them. There you go. No, I don't know. Because the ones I would use on single player and the ones that other people might think are valuable aren't always the same things. Because there's stuff on that I would never touch on single player, but then it would trade for like 10 high runes on online, you know. So, you know, like I identify these just in case they roll stupid good and they could be worth a lot. So, I mean, I do have a really wacky, I don't know about wacky. I have an amulet that I think is amazing for my energy shield Nova Sorceress because it has like 50 something lightning res. It's a 2 to lightning skills, FCR. It's got something like, what does it have? 17, or it's got like, maybe it's like 13 all res or 7 something with like 57 to lightning res. So it must be like 17 all res. No, it can't be that high. It must be 13 all res with 53 to lightning res. And then it's like some other stuff on it. So it works out perfect for my Nova Sorceress because obviously it makes up for what the Sunder Charm does to you. And yeah. I think it's only like level 27. Rollins says, took my advice, ran the Countess. Didn't get the IS, but you found 2 mauls. Guess it works. Well, at least you got that. At least you got that, right? Hydra bow. I do have a 400 and something enhanced damage Hydra bow that I found. That's a good call. I don't know what that, because it's not two socketed, so that's the thing with rare items too. They have to be perfect. Just perfect. People look at that, they're like, that's garbage. Doesn't have 40 increased attack speed with the Fool's mod and 2 sockets. That's the best your bot found. Ooh, I do have that sick Ogre axe. I need to get that Ogre axe in use. In ASAP. I have a couple of Ogre axes that are... One is... Because... So, with rare items... They could roll super high like that, but only if it takes up other slots, like, of enhanced damage, right? So if you roll with the Fool's mod and increased attack speed, you can't get the over 300 enhanced damage, right? I missed an I mean, it seems like you're pretty legit, like saying I missed an and then some other people said I missed an Sometimes I'm not looking at the screen, I'm gonna be honest. So let's go back and check that out. I was thinking too hard. Did I pick this up and throw this down and then just kept going on my way? All right, yeah, we'll take an rune. Thanks a lot, chat. You almost made me miss it. No, I'm just joking. Thanks for shouting it out. But yeah, rune, baby. Let's go. GG, chat. Yeah, I appreciate you, fellas. You know, I'll drink to that one. You're telling me I'm supposed to see the items that drop when I'm playing? You guys are crazy. Just crazy. But yeah. I might go take a look at a couple of these actually. You know, because I don't really use them a lot, so I might as well show them off, right? Might as well show them off a little bit. I do have a lot of like random circlets and stuff, but none of those are really, they're not quite there. And even the stuff I have, it's not like valuable stuff, but it's kind of like stuff that I think is cool, I guess. For good reasons or dumb reasons, one of the two. A little bit of both sometimes. How's Trapson feeling? Exactly the same as Trapson always feels. I feel like, because I haven't played this in a long time, it was even before they had the minus lightning res fixed on stuff like this, and on Griffins, I guess. I feel like it doesn't feel any different than it did before, to be perfectly honest. So Bobcat says, I really want the Cheerios Might. Let's go! I do. Yeah, so this rune we'll put over here on our runes I need to cube up page. Too many ohms, too many vexes, too many Sir runes. Unfortunate. Feels like a slow sorceress, kinda. Very dark and shadowy. Oh yeah, but I was gonna look real quick. I was gonna look at some of this rare stuff just because that kind of got me thinking. And I mean, that's kind of a cool circulator, right? Gamble that. 3 to Traps, Magic Find. I forgot I had this one. 2 to Assassin, 2 to Sentry. Fade, Mind Blast. Yeah, these claws are so hard to find. I don't even, why do I even have that? I don't know. Yeah, I like to switch the builds up though, so. Here? Maybe it's here. Singer slow Nova Sorceress. Well, it's a Nova Sorceress with item find, so 320 enhanced damage on the Martel de Feu that we can upgrade. Ooh, 418 enhanced damage. That's pretty cool. You don't find rare items with that high of enhanced damage like ever. And also on top of that, 3 to light radius. Guys, 3 to light radius. Godly. Oh boy, Rollins said Garen is hardcore pally for his first attempt at Ubers ever. Make sure you got like 700 lightning res and what do you call it? And T-Gods on. So I don't remember offhand what the amount you're supposed to have is, but I think the max conviction on, is it 260 something? Is the amount of res you need to eat up the conviction from Uber Mephisto? I can't remember for sure. I know you guys remember everything, so yeah, 320. This one's 40 with 275. Let me go look at another meal real quick here. Over two, any Joseph says anything over 200 lightning and cold. I feel like you really want it to be even higher than that though. There's an amount that if it's like 267 or something like that, and then that is the most possible that he can convict you down. Like, check that out. There's the one I was talking about. 40 increased attack speed with 299 enhanced damage. It's got 110 damage to demons too. So 299 with 110 enhanced damage to demons and the increased attack speed, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. I feel like maybe there was 338 on a dimensional blade, which I could upgrade, but that's hard to. Oh man, look at that one. 269. Cruel Ogrimal of the Lotus. Cruel Ogrimal of the Lotus. 2 to barb skills, 295 enhanced damage. Dude, this stuff is so sick. So suck. Everything Ogre is just OP, yeah. You know what's up. Not the Jedi knows what's up. 366. 289. It's almost like I identify way too many of those things. Alright, let's get back to Slay. Is it practical to use those items over uniques? Over uniques or rune words? Probably not. Probably not. But super sick though. Yeah, player versus monster. Essentially 100 times out of 100, like rune words or uniques are going to be the choice for like almost every single spot. For like the best, I'm saying. If you don't have necessarily, you can't go obviously boots and stuff like that. I guess we're talking about weapons here, so let me just talk about weapons. Yeah, like 10 out of 10 times it's going to be uniques or rune words for your weapon usually. For player versus monster. There's definitely boots and gloves that can be a spot, rings occasionally, stuff like that, so. Cool to have. Well, that's very true, Jackie, for sure. We got Tristram, huh? We'll finish the run up. I think I'm gonna go run that because it seems like it's just something different. Should be fun. Should be fun. They just that's gambler talk right there. Yes, they just missed a field goal. Woo! My parlay is still intact. Is this a build that enjoys self-infinity? You could, but I did not. So I was talking with chat when I was setting it up at the start, and I am completely not an avid assassin user. So I know that you could self-wield infinity, but people who said they use infinity all the time said they pretty much recommend don't use self-wield infinity, because getting the minus lightning res you get right here, and then using a spirit shield. I know it's all blocked behind this malarkey, this awesome stuff over here, but using a spirit shield with all the res, mana, all that stuff, hit recovery, is better than, and then you just have the conviction aura over here. You might as well just do that instead of self-wielding infinity. So I was like, oh, okay. You say so. I'll take your word on it. Oh, Bobcat saying, in dueling they ban grief? Guess I didn't know that. I guess I never heard that. The only thing I do less than playing assassin is, oh boy, duel. I'm too much of a filthy casual. I play games to like relax, not to stress out even more. Bobcat, you hit the exclamation sponsor right after the Nightbot hammered it in already, but I appreciate you either way. Good call on that one. If y'all are looking for a pre-built PC, you see the icon over there, PC Bros. They're the Toasty Bros on YouTube, by the way. They actually, when I was looking for PC parts, I used some of their videos on YouTube. Go to that link, use code SweetPhil, get a little discount on a PC, or just check out what they got. Maybe something interests you, maybe something doesn't interest you, but check it out. What is going on here? What is this map? Crazy talk. Samsa? RSC Samsa, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce that particular name, but welcome in. Oh, it's got the 2 sockets too, but the stuff didn't roll good enough. Unfortunate. It is so crazy hard to get 2 sockets on a rare item. Dude, speaking of, we were talking about it earlier, the best rare item. Does anyone in here remember the circlet that Fred found? I would say by far, so a community member, Fred, found this circlet that was the best rare item I've ever heard of anyone ever actually finding. That someone was like, no, I found it. He found it and he traded it to another avid community member, so it's like 100% legit. Like, seen the pictures. The community member paid like a bazillion high runes for it, but it was like legit found by person. Like Biv or anybody, anyone remember what it was? It was like 2 to, I don't remember what character, but it was 2 to one of the character skills, like 20 FCR, 2 open sockets, like 19 to all res, like 15 to strength, 50 to, like, it was insane, just insane. Merc can have insight. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I made up for the insight by using a Phoenix shield, so that when everything's dead, I just swap over to it real quick, get my stuff back. So That's how I kind of got around that one, which is kind of a very expensive workaround, right? Where is the, I'm just looking, I'm literally teleporting around looking for the waypoint right now. Oh my God. I hate when I teleport right next to something and I don't see it.
Not enough mana.
I hate that. Go through the portal, please. Dun-dun-dun. Jackie says, see some nice trophy items. Yeah, it can happen, but this wasn't like something, hey, look what I have. It was like he found it. Like legitimately found it. I don't know. But yeah. You guys got chiggers? I don't know what that means. So I guess no? What? Dull rune.
What you need?
Jerry says, got lost on LK map you farmed hundreds of times. Yeah, I mean, I guess it happens, huh? Probably the closest thing to that LK maps. I remember I was trying to reset my map over and over again to find a good one, and I probably went through 30 of them, and I could not find 2 campfires. And I literally went, you know what? Forget it. You're not supposed to do this, but I have 1 campfire right next to the waypoint. I'm just going to use this map with 1 campfire because I've re-rolled like 30, 40 times, and I have not seen a second campfire on a single map. Teleport around the whole thing looking for it. So I hit that map 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and like teleport around a little bit here and see what I see. Maybe there's a bunch of other poppables to hit. And I teleported like one time, and there was a campfire right there. And like, how did I not, like, I swear the entire map was revealed. But somehow, like, apparently 30 maps in a row, I didn't, you know. I don't know. Not sure how that many times in a row I didn't see it, but. Is it Sergi? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. Do forgive me. But yeah, finally playing Assassin. Yep. It won the vote the other day, so that's what we're doing. We're rocking it. Ooh, yeah. Jedi saying that jiggers, I guess they're little red bugs that burrow into your skin. Ooh, sounds great. Speaking of burrowing into your skin, or speaking of little bugs, I should say. Actually, not little bugs, huge bugs. I have a bumblebee nest in my front yard now. And I can't find the hole in the ground where their nest is. They land in the grass, they crawl down into the grass, and then they walk under the grass for an undetermined amount of time. I keep separating the grass. I have like a long, it's like an old golf club. It's a long story. I have a hook, I have a horseshoe hook built out of an old golf club. Some people might know what that means, but yeah. And I'm separating the grass, right? And I keep separating it further and further, but they keep landing back where they landed, and then they walk along this path, and they keep walking and walking and walking. And they go down, but I can't tell where they're going down at. Like, I can't find the hole in the ground because I'm gonna fill it with poison, and then if that doesn't work, I'm gonna fill it with gasoline. So But the only thing is, I don't want to light it on fire in my front yard because I like kind of live in the. Call a beekeeper. Get out of town. Like I'm gonna pay some guy like $1,000 to come out and kill some bugs for me. Get out of here. This is the third time this year I've had to get rid of wasps or bees of some kind in my yard. The third time this year. Last year I had these alien wasps in my yard that was crazy. I don't know if you guys ever seen those black alien wasps. They're like this big. They're like 2 inches long. They burrowed between the crack in my driveway. So between a driveway and like a walkway. It's a disaster. So I ended up killing them all and then sealing it up. But like they wouldn't die. And then when it was just a disaster. You'd seal up one crack, they'd pop out another crack over here. I don't know, it was just crazy. Am I handy, Phil? I mean, I don't know. I make things happen when they cost a lot of money. No, it's definitely bumblebees, 100%, Jackie. They're like this big and they're fuzzy. 100% bumble. Trust me, I know the difference between ground wasps and yeah. Trust me. Like I said, third time this year, they weren't honeybees. I think they were like sweat bees or something. I don't know, with a different kind of bees. There was bees that made a nest inside of my wall around the front door. Absolute disaster. Not a disaster. I killed them real quick. Luckily, I sprayed them one time, just filled the wall with poison, and they just all died instantly. Kind of alarmed me actually, because I filled the wall inside the hole and nothing came out. And then the next day, no bees ever came in or out again. I was like, whoa, that stuff is good. And it worked really good on these wasps I had that were, where were the wasps at? I don't remember. But now I have these bumblebees that are living in my front yard in the ground. Real rough. Pour diesel, yeah, pour diesel fuel down it or something. Yeah, that's what everyone does. The only thing is, it's in my front yard and it's between the sidewalk and the road. So if it was in my backyard, I would have done it already. My neighbor had some kind of ground bees or wasps or something. Oh no! I was holding the belt. I did not think I was gonna die there. How about that? How about that? I'm gonna go get my body back, actually. I did not think that was gonna happen. Awkward. Awkward. They're not harmful to humans or pets. Yeah, but I don't want bumblebees burrowing into a giant, crazy huge nest in my front yard. Like, I get it, but like, where's my body at here? Okay. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? You must have conviction. Cursed, of course. Of course you are. I mean, it's just like the bees that were living in my wall of my house. Like, sure, they're not going to hurt. They're not going to hurt anything. They're good for the environment. It's like, okay, but they're living in my house. Like, oh, and now a swirling crystal. Stay away from this guy. Oh my gosh. I need to just forget about this. Okay. 122 on that. Good old 122. Chat's fault, of course. Where did the dungos go? Did it just disappear? It poofed. Good. Butcher's pupil. Kind of a neat item.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh.
I can't carry anymore.
Boy. Wait a second. Ah. There it is. We finally found it, fellas. We finally found it. One eternity later. I need to take a drink. That's what it is. Tons of bees in Tristram, right. All this bee talk. Glad I did all that. Well worth it. Yeah, I didn't know that other body was there. So, good job, Phil. But yeah, regardless of how much these bees are going to hurt me, I really want these bees out of my yard. These bumblebees. They're very bumbly. Be easy, exactly. '28th for season start. It's the 23rd, isn't it? Not the 28th? I got the days wrong already. I just posted about it earlier. Maybe I forgot already. Yeah, Cyberchild, your fault. See? See? Flying Bacon, what's going on? Going pretty good. Hopefully having a good Friday night. We're just sipping a few beers, slaying some demons. Can we kill this guy? See, that's what I hate. I'm like, can you just kill a champion already? I ain't got all day. George, muff punt. About to sink your parlay, huh? Unfortunate. All right, good night, Bobcat. Peace out. All out style. Yo, it's going pretty good. Welcome in. If anyone's wondering, these messages up here, anything posted up on the green screen, $10 super chat or more, you can get posted up on the screen if you're interested. Any Zod runes today? Not that many today, no. Only a few dozen. Flying, sounds like you're having a great old time over there. Crushing your barb on D4. Glad you're having a good time over there. Muffed punts are the bane of your existence, huh? They give you that much of an issue, huh? I guess it does pretty much, because anytime you punt, it's going to be way down in the other zone, so pretty much 100% of the time it's going to be like a score, right? So just out of curiosity, I wonder what my Cold Plains map is here. I wonder if Bishop... Oh, whoa. Okay. Seeing if Bishibash was like right there or something. It's the next terror zone. I'm not going to stick around that long out here, actually, but it's getting pretty late for me around this parts anyway, so. Selection of tonnage. What do you mean by that there, Flame? George said last season they missed a fantasy playoffs because of a muffed punt. Really? That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Actually, was it last year? I'm trying to think. There was one year that because of some crazy fantasy football happening, I ended up winning the game. I think I like, oh, the year that I, in my keeper league, the year I got the first overall pick. So we do reverse order of missing the playoffs gets the first overall pick. So AKA it's only a 10-team league. So the first 6 making the playoffs. So the first person out who almost made the playoffs, they get the first overall pick. And that was the year I drafted Bijan #1 overall, which it wouldn't have really ended up not being the hugest thing to matter because the guy in second took, and it's like a keeper league. So he took, oh my gosh, my brain just doesn't work. Ah! Up! Jameer Gibbs is who I was talking about, by the way. I couldn't think of his name. Lorune, let's go. I gotta be a little quieter because I can hear my daughter actually walking around in a room, which she should be sleeping right now. So, Lorune, baby. Ooh, let's go. But he took Jameer Gibbs with the second overall, but I ended up winning. Me and the guy that drafted second. It was a game when Damar Hamlin, like, almost died on the field pretty much, and they canceled the game. So he was like coming into the game, he had Joe Burrow, and he was like 5 points behind me, and Burrow got like 3.5 points, and then Damar Hamlin like got hurt. You know what happened to him, and the game got canceled, and I won. So that's pretty crazy. Good old Lorune, love to see it. So, looking at the time and everything, it's a good way to end it. Did I even save the clip? Jesus Christ. Maybe I didn't, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off now because actually I have to go to the bathroom really bad, I'm going to be honest. So, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you everyone supporting the channel. A ton of gifted memberships. I'm actually going to send you over to Twitch. I'm going to send over to Jim. Cool dude, good speedrunner. I need to learn some stuff from this guy and other people, but we'll send you over to Jim, and I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out PC Bros, link in the description, or exclamation sponsor if you need a pre-built PC. Fellas. Wait, raid starting in a minute 20? Why is the raid starting in a minute? I don't know, we're hitting raid now. Let's go. Woo.